everyone, Neen here from the Hyperactive Bookworm, here today to do another driving review. This time I finally finished Without a Front, The Warrior's Challenge by Fletcher Delancey. It is book 3 in the Chronicles of Alsea series. So I have tried to do this review for the last 3 days, but it's taken that long to get my thoughts a little more in order, and they're still not fully in order because this book was just, for me, it was absolutely phenomenal. So I love this series. So it's Sapphic sci-fi with so much depth and dynamic. It has such amazing feelings of, you know, Star Trek going on there, and, you know, awesome Voyager feels. And don't know if that was actually originally for it or it's just because that's what I love and I associate with that, but the characters are amazing. I remember doing a review for the Cathanon, the first one, and I think the second book as well. Yes, and I love these. I love this series. When I went into reading this third one, I started it ages ago. I had to put it on hold, and then I started it again just 2 months ago, and I am loving slowly getting into these books because there's just so much in them. Like, yes, I could race through them, but I feel like I would miss so much from them. It is also a little harder for me to read them because they're such thick, big books, and while I could get the ebooks, I can't bring myself to read the ebooks of this series. It's just got a very special feeling and attachment for me. So this specific book, let's get specifically into this book. I have heard that it's, you know, people rave about this one a lot, and I thought I don't think I could ever love another one of these books any more, or even the same as I love the Cathanon, the first book, because it was such a beautiful introduction, amazing characters, and you know what? I get why so many people rave about this specific book, because it is phenomenal. The writing is beautiful. The descriptions and the delving into thoughts and feelings, like having empaths as characters, is amazing and wonderful. But the mystery and the intrigue in this book just had me just begging to be able to get back into the pages. And I did have to actually slow myself down because I really wanted to think about it, and it was just so great. I love the multiple point of views. I love the third person going in there, and I think it's all just absolutely wonderfully woven together. The themes that I absolutely adored in this book, themes of family and loyalty and trust, a lot of these ideas of, you know, one step. It just sometimes takes one step, and then the next step doesn't seem such a big deal, and these slippery slopes that you can go on. The political intrigue and fighting and issues in it are just, they're so well written, so well explained. I never got confused by it, which is good because that stuff usually does my head in. And it was just so beautiful. Now, the relationship of the two main characters was just so absolutely delicious. The sex scenes were phenomenal, like, whew, phenomenal. And I love the little things in this book, like the little reminders about the fact that Tal, the Lancer of Alsea, is a short ass. Like, just little things like that just crack me up because it's so real, and it's an alien species that is more human than, God, some of the humans I know, and they're so self-aware, and it's just amazing. I also really love the way Fletcher Delancey kind of goes into this idea of, you know, even with empathy, empathic race, even with being able to feel emotions and all this stuff, you can still not really understand what is going on for someone else. Like, these assumptions and presumptions that you know what they're thinking, or that their reaction to something must mean this because that's how you react to it. It's just such a beautiful delve into human nature. And that's what I love about speculative fiction in general, is that there is this ability to delve more into real life than some real life fiction, or even non-fiction. Really, it's just such a beautiful way of showing things and being able to present things that otherwise other people, you know, might kind of scoff about or not really see. And it's just beautiful. I love this book. I can't wait for the next one. I am waiting for the paperback because it's something about this series. It just does, it has me. It completely, utterly has me, and I can't wait. I have to say, the third book is definitely right up there with the first one. Look, I loved the second book, but there's just something beautiful, and well, the second and third book really are just a carry on from each other, but the way everything is wrapped up and kind of comes full circle, it's divine. So if you haven't tried this series, I highly recommend it. Even if you're not that big of a sci-fi fan or speculative fiction, there's just so much humanity in these books that I can't recommend them high enough. So yeah, totally love this book. Cannot recommend it more. Mwah, it is delicious. All right, thanks y'all.